Hey guys, today in this video I'm going to be bringing you guys my Ryzeal deck profile. It's more of a Ryzeal Time Thief kind of deck, which I think it's cool. I really like Time Thief, but without further ado, I will get into the deck profile. So we're running 2 copies of Ice, 2 copies of Sword, 2 copies of Exed, 1 copy of Node, and then 1 copy of Star. My Star Ryzeal has not arrived yet, unfortunately, but it should be a Star Ryzeal. And then we're running 2 copies of Cross, 1 copy of Plugin, 1 copy of Bonfire. Just your stock standard, like, Ryzeal kind of stuff. Kind of just run everything you can at a max. Aside from Star, you only need 1 star. And then for Time Thief stuff, we're running 3 copies of Winder, 3 copies of Regulator, and 1 copy of Retrograde. So Winder it's an extender. It's great because, I don't know, if you get stopped and you don't have another Ryzeal name in hand, you can use the Winder, detach from, say, the duo drive if they stop the duo drive. So detach from the duo drive, special summon, and then if you haven't used your normal summon already, then you can normal summon Regulator, which is great. Regulator, because you don't need to use your normal summon for any of the Ryzeal names, you can just normal summon a Regulator, and then if you control no other monsters, you can tribute it, and special summon 2 Time Thieves from deck with different names. And that's it. So normal summon Regulator, tribute Regulator, summon Regulator and Winder, and then Winder add Retrograde, and then there's your first rank 4, which you can go into duo drive if you have no Ryzeal names. But yeah, so Regulator's nuts, and then Retrograde is a counter trap, spell trap negation, which counter traps are good and negations are good. But that's it for the monster lineup. Then we're on the generic 3 cards of Call By, Cross Out, Designator, and Talents. Then we're on 3 copies of Ash, 3 copies of Valos, should be 3 copies of Draw, but apparently I don't have my 3rd Draw in, so it must be in another deck. 3 copies of Draw, 3 copies of Imperm, 3 copies of Veiler, 2 copies of Ghost Bell, and then I forgot to do this in the main deck section, 1 copy of Shade Brigandine, which is just another level 4 extender, and you can also summon Time Thief Reader with a trap attached to it, and that's just a non-targeting bounce, which is a good interruption. We run quite a heavy hand trap lineup in the deck, because to be honest, there just isn't much else to wedge in the deck. So Ghost Bell I think is just good this format with Mitsurugi and Malice running about, so I think that main decking Ghost Bell is a good call, and you can always side it out. Veiler is just another interruption, really. Imperm and Ash Blossom, just good generic hand traps. Valos is either a turn ender or a game decider. And then Droll and Lockbird kills Mitsurugi, and if you're in a Malice matchup, you side out the Drolls. You could probably side out the Veilers as well, side in 3 Lancia, 3 Chaos Hunter. But that's it for the hand trap lineup as well. And then on to the extra deck. We're on 1 copy of Gaga Cowboy, because burn for time, because Gaga Cowboy for game is funny. We're on 1 Tornado Dragon for spell trap removal, 1 copy of Light Dragon at Ignister, because it's just a detach and pop, which can be helpful, funny enough. 1 copy of Exciton Knight for a monster wipe, sorry, not a monster wipe, just all cards wipe. 1 copy of Perpetua and 1 copy of Redoer. As I said, if you have a trap attached to it, then it's a non-target bounce. You can kind of just tag it out to make sure that you at least have a monster on the field at the end of the turn. And then it also steals 1 card from your opponent during their standby phase, but during the standby phase, so like during their standby phase and your standby phase, which you could end up stealing some crucial like parts of their combo. And then Perpetua kind of just helps set up Redoer. You probably won't summon her too often, but yeah, it's always good to run at least 1 Perpetua in tandem with Redoer. Then we're on 2 Eclipse Twins, 2 Duo Drive, 1 Detonator, and 1 Aggregator. And then we've got 3 extra slots for just really any generic rank 4 or any like link monster that you want to put in, like an SP. Eclipse Twins is just, you keep bringing your Detonator back really, so it's hard to kill. Aggregator is good for breaking boards. You send it off of X, chain 1X, chain 2 Aggregator, aggregate and negate whatever is the problem card on your opponent's field. Detonator is Detonator, so we love Zodiac Trident. And then Duo Drive is your search for 2 Ryzeal names, and attack defense increase. So mandatory, and I probably wouldn't play it at any less than 2. But that is it for the main deck and the extra deck, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.